What's up, guys? It's Robin, back with some more walkthrough stuff. Obviously, this isn't Batman. This is part 2 of Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. Part 1 was obviously released as part of the walkthrough Wednesdays last week, but because it's all changed, it's been weird, and we're not doing that anymore, so we're just kind of... I'm going to finish this walkthrough off today, probably, because there's only 2 more videos after this, and they're about 15 minutes long each, if not less than that. So basically what we are at the moment, just as a quick recap from last week, we have had the kind of cutscene, that beautiful cutscene of Skullface and that leaving the army base, and we are currently on the hunt to find Paz and Chico. This is what I call the first part of the game, for reasons that I will explain after the first part of the game is finished, because I don't want to give too much away because it's still quite a new game. So I have to be a bit more careful about spoiler alerts and all that kind of crap. So this is technically what I still call the first part of the game. It's got kind of like with stuff like this, it kind of did remind me of stuff like Hitman, where you'd kind of like stealth around and kill people or knock them out and whatever, and then have to move the bodies. Didn't do it all the time because, you know, it's a short game and I just want to get through it. But yeah, so we're currently going into the base to find Paz and Chico. We're still in the part of the game where I can do it perfectly without being detected, and you'll see why that's why I call it the first part of the game in a minute. Well, probably at the end of this video you'll know why it's called the first part of the game. Partly because this is the part that I can still do perfectly, but there is another kind of bigger reason behind it.
That's a searchlight. That should be perfect for searching out the targets. Was that Chico?
So I just found Chico using the lights, and he should showing up on the map now. Obviously you've got your markers and checkpoints and shit using that anyway. I'll just point out that obviously if you play this game, Paz and Chico are not the only ones that are being held here, and you can actually make the game a lot longer if you rescue the rest of the kind of prisoners and stuff like that, and it unlocks trophies and achievements and things like that. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, as a start to finish walkthrough, it doesn't last any more than an hour really. But if you were to go and do the side missions and get the trophies and get and free the other prisoners, then it does make the game quite a bit longer because it makes it more difficult trying to get more than one prisoner out at a time.
No, go away! Go away! Let me out of here, please! Get off me! Get off!
Chico, keep it down.
Go away!
Poor Chico.
Let me out! Let me out! No! Get off me! Get off!
When I first saw this, I actually thought he was just going to save him and then snap his neck. I was like, yeah, that's one way to calm him down, just, you know, snap their head off of their shoulders. Nice one, Snake.
I got Chico.
And Paz?
Not here.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Is Chico able to walk?
Is he fuck? That's nasty.
Not gonna happen. You'll have to carry him out there. Okay, boss, change your plans. Haul Chico over to the rendezvous point. We'll get Posse's whereabouts out of him once he's calmed down.
So that is the main reason I call it part 1, right there, because you have to go into the base, in and out of the base twice. This is part 1 because it's the first time we go in, and this time you are rescuing Chico. But of course when you first start the game you think that maybe they're going to be together or whatever. So this is just Chico's rescue, and the second part of the game is after you've got Chico obviously at the rendezvous point, and you go back in looking for Paz. So much stuff. This kind of game, I've probably explained a little bit in the first one, but this game is has been kind of like a helper for kind of how I do stealth in other games now. I think the stealth element, because it's purely stealth, but you can still get away if you're lucky. And you kind of know, and you've played it enough times that you know where the hiding spots are. You can get away with just doing it guns blazing, but the main point of this game is to do it in stealth. And I thought that was really good, because normally you can do one or the other quite easily. None of them are harder than the other. But this one, although it's hard to get to grips with at first, stealth is the easiest way to do it. But you can, if you go in all guns blazing, like I say, unless you know the hiding points and kind of when to like back off and when you can come out back into view and stuff like that, then it's quite difficult game to do all guns blazing, to be honest.
She's dead.
When was this recorded?
She's dead.
Poor Chico.
Okay, now use your iDroid to call the chopper for pickup.
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone confirmed.
And that little iDroid thing is pretty cool.
Roger that chopper request. It's headed
You
your
can
way
actually
now.
kind of, I don't think I do it in this video, but you can actually set the navigation to come up on the left hand side while you're still, not the left hand side, the right hand side, while you're still moving around the place. So you can kind of get directions straight from it instead of having to kind of find checkpoints and stuff like that. You can just follow a straight directional path through the navigation system, which is pretty cool.
This is Morpho, arriving shortly at LZ. This is Morpho, on station at LZ.
Sorry if I don't talk much during this one, by the way, but I think it's just such a kind of, because it's such a short game, and a lot of it is cutscene and taking information in. I don't want to distract you guys.
Chico's tape.
That, and I'm still kind of like baffled by how pretty the game is, even when I watch it back. Because I do watch, because obviously PlayStation 4 stuff that I do is recorded in HD. So when I do watch it back, I'm just so like, oh, it's so pretty. I just want to watch it all day.
Buzz!
On your feet.
Okay.
Chico was taken out of his cage. Did he leave the tape recording while he was being moved? Paz might be up ahead. I hear vehicles. And a flag. Must be near the heliport. A gate.
So that
Chico
is
left the tape on record while he was being moved.
Chico's tape,
Try using what you hear to find Paz.
which I think
If
is
you're still
very
not sure,
bluntly put
listen to the
across,
tape again.
voice actor wise. And that is the end of the video for part 2 of I was going to say The Wolf Among Us then, of Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. Like I said, they're only short videos because the gameplay is ridiculously short. So there'll be 2 more up today. They shouldn't be up too much longer after this one. So until then guys, I hope you're enjoying it so far, and stay classy gamers.